Hello, everyone. Welcome to Heart Center Tarot. As always, my name is Marina, and I will be your guide for this portion of the journey. Please help me welcome Arthur. Arthur, ease your mind. Hey, Arthur.
I'm not a psychic. I'm her sidekick tonight.
No, not at all. I'm so glad. When we set this up and I sent Arthur the link, he said, "Oh, this is going to be our first unchaperoned date."
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
No
yeah.
chaperones.
Usually, we're there's somebody else that is here with us. So yeah, this is going to be fun. This is going to be fun. So, just to, just to let you guys know, kind of what's going to be going on is I did pin a comment that if you have any questions, please put it in all caps so that it gets my attention. We will try to do as many as we can. The questions are picked at random. Members, however, if you're a member on my channel or if you're a member on Arthur's channel, membership has its privilege. You get to go first. So that's just how it is. I love for you to like, share, and subscribe, not only to my channel, but I have Arthur's information in the description of the video. So make sure that you go over to his channel. That poor baby is only at about 50,000. Feel sorry for him. Make sure that you give him a subscribe. Yeah, it doesn't cost anything.
I'll in all honesty, I didn't know we were going to simulcast tonight, so it was like 5 minutes before the show. I slapped it on my channel. So after the show, all of Marina's information will be on the description below as well.
That's fine.
So please like, share, and subscribe. There's a handful of readers that when I first showed up on YouTube that just didn't know who I was and just said, wouldn't be on my show. And I didn't have that many people. And so it was like, okay. And Marina's one of them.
No, thank you.
And
that's very kind.
And well, I'm doing like 22 shows a month now.
Yeah. So you didn't get there just by
I know I fake accounts, but not that many. No, just kidding.
Yeah, I tried. I gave up after about an hour. It was just too much work. So,
but no, anyway, I just appreciate you, Marina. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
And plus, I feel sorry for her. She's in Canada. She's living, she has to live on top of the crack house.
There is that. But I have room in my backyard in case any of you, if you find the need and you have to leave where you are, just let me know ahead of time. I'll make sure that, the backyard is ready. You can pitch a tent. So there's always that. So
it's when that little like prefab home from Amazon shows up, you'll know that's me.
Mm-hmm. And that's fine. That's fine. There is a park not too far from me. We can take it over.
Good.
Yeah, we can. I can talk to the neighbors and say, "Hey, come on now. These are good people. Let them in. Let them up."
We'll read for food.
Yes. Oh, that's a good one. Yeah, well, exactly. So hello to everyone. I wish I could say hi to each and every one of you individually. But we're at 291 right now. And just know that I'm giving each and every one of you a hug. Because.
Group hug.
Absolutely. So what is happening on your channel? What are you up to?
Just what I do. Let's see. This week, I'm with you. Wednesday, Mel, we usually do Aloha Tuesdays. And he's in Mount Shasta this week.
Yes.
So, no Aloha Tuesday. And so, Kevin Chandler and I have been talking about doing collaboration. And
Nice.
so we're going to be together on Wednesday for the first time.
Lovely. And what time is that?
I think it's 7 o'clock Eastern time.
Perfect.
And then I'll be doing a members only show on Friday at 5:30 my time.
Excellent.
And then, of course, my Sunday show.
Perfect.
But
And
also, I'm in the studio this week too. I wrote some scripts and going to do some more voiceover work for the faceless videos.
Okay. Well, you got to do what you got to do, right?
Mm-hmm. And what about you?
I have got it. It's actually a light week. Tomorrow I'm taking a self-care day. I do that once a month, whether I need it or not. And that's, me doing my thing. And part of that is going for a massage. I think that is absolutely necessary. So that's tomorrow. Wednesday, it's Sisters of the Mystical Tarot, and we're going to be on Allie's channel. And then on Thursday, it's on my channel, will be Val and I doing messages for light workers. And then on Friday at 8 p.m., Story in the Cards. And Allie from Heart and Soul Connected is going to be joining me. And then on Saturday, starting at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, it's the 8th Shine Your Light event.
Wow.
So I hope that as many of you as can attend will join us. Whatever time zone you're in, I'll be on for probably just over 4 hours. And because at the top of the hour, at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we say a prayer and set the intention for the collective to send out love, light, compassion, and unity to anyone in the world that needs it. And then we ask you to participate by turning on your porch light, putting a lamp in the window, doing whatever you need to so that you can shine your light. And then we wait until 7 p.m. Central, and we do the same thing. And then 7 p.m. Mountain, and so on. Wow. So, it's a really high energy kind of show that you just, with all that collective goodness, you can't help but walk away feeling like you've just been elevated. So, yeah.
Now I know how Blvd feels.
All righty.
I will keep a light out for you.
Yes. Yeah. So hello, all you guys that are just joining. I do want to mention, and I noticed one of the members that had come in earlier. For those of you that are members on my channel, please send me an email, heartcenteredtarot@outlook.com. And the reason that I want you to do that is so that I have your email address. Because what happens is every once in a while, I will get a last minute cancellation for a personal reading. And when that happens, I've already allotted the time and so on. I like to fill the spot. So guess what I do? I send out an email to all my members. And I say, hey, you guys, I have a cancellation for Thursday at 1 p.m. Whoever wants the spot, let me know. I'll put you in, and you get it at a reduced rate because it is last minute and because you're doing me a favor.
And they're a member.
Yes, and you are a member, so it goes to you before anyone else.
Nice.
Yeah. See, membership does have its privilege. Mm-hmm. All righty. I think that is, I do want to mention as well is Arthur does private readings. Mm-hmm. So if you want to book a session with Arthur, make sure that you go over to his channel, get his email address.
It's just go to www.arthurdarrow.com. arthureaseyourmind.com.
Wow.
And it's
There
all
you go. Yeah. Go on there and book yourself a reading. You will not be disappointed. Honestly, it's the best thing that you can do for yourself. So, and if you would like to book a reading with me, you can go to my webpage, marinasheartcentertarot.com, and go on there, take a look and see what's available, and there you go.
Cool.
So, all righty. So, shall we get into some readings? We are at we're 10 minutes in, and I think I have like 17 start.
Wow.
So so I will go down the list, and of course, members always go first. So Patrick Duncan is a member, and he would like to know what's going through Megat's minds on everything going on. Wow.
That's hard to answer because they don't have minds. Just kidding.
Yeah.
They're all like scarecrows. They only had a brain.
Yes.
The first thing, I get a lot of conflict. I got, when I was doing my show yesterday, this question came up often, and I still get today the same feel. And when I say feel, it's coming from the guides. It's not me. This idea that you promised, yes. And I mean, I should go out and buy a lottery ticket because I'm agreeing with Marty Taylor Greene for once. So
I know.
Scary.
I know. Was it Matt Gates? I think. Yeah, he looks like Beavis or Butthead, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. He put out a video, and it was like, damn, I don't want to agree with this guy, but I agree with this guy. When he was talking about nuclear, and the little speech that he gave was about nuclear weapons. And he said, okay, Iran, show us what you got. Israel, show us what you got. Let's take a look.
Yeah, well, he shouldn't say show us what we got because New York is annihilated, you know? Yes. No, they're on the fence, and it's more than just a FAFO moment for a lot of them.
Yes. Yes.
So that's what, I hope that answers Patrick. That's what I got.
Yeah. And I think that they're conflicted. They realize that there is a shadow ruler that is kind of pulling the strings. Trump did make an awful lot of promises that he is not keeping, and I get uprising or rebellion. So they're not happy. It might take another few months for them to really come on board, and that's going to be when the price of everything skyrockets, or when they might have to put on a uniform and go serve overseas.
I don't see a draft.
No.
Good. If there were a draft, Barron all of a sudden would, inherit bone spurs from his father.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. But he does have that genius intellect from his mother.
He just made $40 billion off of crypto.
Yeah.
But I've been predicting in August there's going to be something about him in crypto that's not going to be pretty, and he's going to get in trouble. Also, what I've always been saying is when we get into July, from the end, 2 weeks ago, I said he was going to do something, and it would be a WTF with 1,000 explanation points after it, and it would get the world's attention. What it was, I didn't know. Okay, it was the bomb. And I've said since then till mid-July, I keep on getting the 17th on it, that a lot of stuff is hitting the fan. A lot of coming out. And then around the end of July to September, lawsuits. And I've often seen, when he was doing every day, shock and awe with all of his executive orders, they're already writing up all the briefs. So it's going to be shock and awe with briefs.
Yes.
So that's what I get. So
yes, absolutely. There's July, like you say, a lot of information coming out in July. August gets really, really tense with things that are happening. So yeah, there you go. I think that.
And yesterday I had mentioned Saturday night I was scrying and I kept on getting, July 17th for something, and then I said on the show yesterday, and that reminded me that that's the next No King's Day.
Oh.
But I feel there's going to be more. There's something else. And when I give a date, it's like around that time, wiggle room. So around that period, I think the No King's Day is going to be fabulous. It's going to be bigger than it was the last time.
Absolutely.
And there may be some troubles in Texas with Abbott, but it's still going to.
Yeah.
There's more of us than them.
Exactly. Perfect. And Liz says, word on the political street is that Stephen Miller is the one that's really running things, and that he was behind the Iran bombing and rounding up people and sending them out of the country. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah, there's, and I think several of us have said that, yeah, Stephen Miller is
Goebbels.
Yes.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I'm not saying he's reincarnate. I'm just saying he has the same energy.
Yes, he does.
And he was the one that was doing the separate kids from the children, from the parents, the first time around.
Yes.
That was his brilliant idea.
Mm-hmm.
And so how cruel can you get?
Yes.
And then they surprise us.
They do.
But it is Stephen Miller. I just wish he would go and, everybody close the lid on the toilet because you never know what's going to crawl out. Okay.
Yes. There you go. There you go. And yes, J Cat Lady, some of the children were never returned. Many of the children were never returned because no one bothered to keep track, because they were absolutely disposable. I'm surprised that for someone who is of a Jewish background, that never did he not learn anything? Did his parents not teach him anything about their background, about their history, about what happened to the Jews? That he would, he is doing to the immigrants exactly what Hitler did to
his family. I mean, I believe his family members were in the Holocaust.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
So either I'm not a shrink, but this guy needs to be shrink wrapped. But also the sense of self-loathing and self-hate.
I think so.
I mean, we should send him love and light till he gets it right. But in the meantime, if you ever saw the movie Little Nicky, I'll have I'll have a pineapple for him.
Yes. Yes, there you go. Oh, and Maureen D'Amico said his parents disowned him. Well, alrighty, good for them.
Wait for his wife to run away with Elon Musk. Just kidding. Entertainment purposes only.
Yeah, what do we know? We're just tossing cards and talking, but yeah. Yeah, that he's things are not going to work out very well for him. So yeah. So let me see, what else do I have here? Hold on. It's hard to multitask. Okay. Maureen D'Amico, may I have a message from my guides? Okay. Maureen, stop worrying. Stop worrying. That's what I heard clear as day, is you're worrying about things that aren't going to happen. Yeah, it's kind of making volcanoes and mountains out of things. So stop, relax. Yeah. You're going to be fine. What do you get, Arthur?
What I'm getting is, it seems like, first thing I got was something about October to April. Things are really, really upside down. So that's where it's like, where am I going? Where am I going? Where am I going? And I feel there's some new people that showed up or about to show up around you. And a lot of this I feel also has to do with your job. And
Okay.
the thing is, step back. The next 3 weeks, sometimes people say, what should I do? What should I do? It's like, nothing.
Yeah.
Here's a hornet's nest. Here's a hammer. What do you want to do? Nothing. So at this point, to just stand back and observe. Because over these because I get the wording the guys keep on saying is there's smooth sailing in the next few weeks.
Yes.
So go with that. I hope that resonates.
Perfect. Wonderful. I hope that resonates too, Maureen. There you go. And
it kind of goes with what you were saying.
Perfect. Perfect. Where are we? Jackie B says, may I have a message from my spirit guides?
No. Next question.
Or Arthur's other favorite. Yes, stop ordering pizza late at night.
I actually I was doing a show with Val and somebody asked that and I said, so what do I need to know? It's like, you're fat, you're ordering too many pizzas. And I said it as a joke, but then she wrote in, oh my God, that's true. So even the joke sometimes is, they're always coming out of the mouth.
Yes. Okay.
I get, it's time to be loyal for yourself. You've been there for everybody else. It's time to be there for you.
Yes.
It's like the mother feeds herself first before she feeds the kids. If not, she's no milk for her children, no energy to raise her children, and you've been spent for the last 17 years. So Mother Mary wants her job back. You don't have to do it. And it's a sense that by the end of the year, that should be, by the end of the year, you're going to be looking at things so much differently.
Yes.
And again, what the main thing is about loyalty to yourself.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
If not, resentment will set in. So just you.
Yeah. You can't doing things that make you happy and looking after yourself is not an act of selfishness. That is something that you need in order for you to thrive. And I think that Jackie, you've been getting some hits on people's feelings and emotions, and sometimes you go with it, but you're not really trusting the message. And what I'm getting is, trust that we are talking to you. We are trying to communicate with you. Please be open to that. So things do feel like they get much better as the year progresses. So Jackie, I hope that resonates with you. Okay, and who else? I'm just checking for members. Okay, Janet Jackson. Hey, Janet. She says, I'm politically active. I pray and talk to the other side, and I know that the soul source will eventually take care of this mess, but I'm struggling to stay positive sometimes. Got any ideas?
Valium. Just kidding. I do not advocate drugs.
Yeah. You can be... you can keep track of things. You can be informed about what's going on. You don't have to react to everything that's going on. Pretend that you're sitting comfortably in a movie theater and this is all coming in front of you. You're witnessing it, you're seeing it, but you're not in it. You're not part of it. You can choose just to observe. And sometimes that helps with keeping the energy high. Keep yourself clear so that you're not picking up on other people's things. And yeah, come to the Shine Your Light event. You're going to feel great for a couple days afterwards.
Also, what can you do?
Yeah.
Is there is a website which I tell everybody about. It's 5calls.org. It's the number 5calls.org. They will help you get all the information you need to do to get to your representatives, phone numbers, email addresses, snail mail addresses, as well as templates and all that kind of stuff. And they really, I do it once a week. I'm not just going to do it once to all my representatives here. So that's doing something. There's another app that I talk about called Goods Unite Us. And it's an app on Apple or Android. What they do is they have every company that's around, they have listings of the company.
Yes.
And then then they tell you who donates to who and how much. So there are companies that are 100% Republican.
Yes.
Or is it Democrat? And then some that do both or a little to each one. So there are a couple of stores that I shop at that all of a sudden I'm realizing, wait a minute, I don't want my money going to this place.
Exactly.
So it really it helps you to figure out where you want your money to go. So that's also something to do. Okay.
Yes.
Didn't go off on a soapbox, but there you go.
No. That's fine. And I absolutely agree in that that gives you a feeling of having some control, because you're making decisions based on information that you have, rather than just, I heard someone say this or that. So it's important. I know I feel empowered when I'm able to, when I go shopping and I decide I'm no longer shopping at Walmart. And I have not been to a Walmart for months. There are other places that I can shop at. Yes, I'm going to pay a little more, but I'm going to pay a little more to a Canadian company rather than an American one.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it does. It helps. It really does help. Okay. I'm praying that I have done everything I need to prepare. Do you see anything for me?
As long as we're not talking about like a colonoscopy, you're fine.
Yes.
I got right. They say yes and stop worrying so much.
Yes. Yes.
You're making lists of lists.
Yeah. Okay. So look, don't spend too much time focusing on social media. Make sure that you take regular breaks, except from this show, of course.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, make sure that you unplug for a little while. Okay. Establish new rules and regulations for yourself that, I'm only going to listen to the news for, 10 minutes or whatever. And you'll see that it won't take long for things to return to normal. So, yeah, take the bull by the horns. You are ready. You are prepared. Don't overthink it. Don't overanalyze it. You've done what you can. Now is the time to sit back and just let the universe take you where it will.
And have faith.
And have faith.
It's like when you plant seeds for a garden, you don't dig them up every night to see if the roots are growing because you're going to kill it. So you have the faith that you've done everything you're supposed to and let it go.
Yes.
And do what it's supposed to do. And then the sprouts and things start happening. So, but don't ask when, don't ask how, don't ask. Those are the things that get us as humans in a lot of trouble, because we always want to know when. Well, I always say, when's going to happen? When the cake's done. When is the cake done? When it's done.
Exactly. That's when. Yes. Yeah. Thank you, Julie. That is very kind of you. Thank you very much.
So I hope that helps.
Yes, absolutely. Okay, going down. Okay, get rid of that. And Anita K is also a member, and she would like a message from her guides. Okay, Anita, this doesn't need to make sense to me. It needs to make sense to you. If you don't get that little piece of the floorboard that you keep stepping over and bumping your foot on, if you don't get that taken care of, you're going to trip on it. So that was very, very clear. Get that taken care of. It's not a big major job. It's fairly easy to tack it down. But yeah, stop walking past it and saying, oh yeah, I have to do that. I'll do that tomorrow. I'll do that tomorrow. So make sure that you take care of that. I'm also getting that you're dreaming a lot in color, whether you realize it or not. But they're lovely dreams. So start when you wake up in the morning. Start writing them down, because I think that you're going to find messages in your dreams.
Just a quick, I hate getting up and running into a journal, so I just pick up my phone and just start muttering into it and telling, because it's more fresh.
Yes.
And then when I listen to it like 2 hours later, I was like, what the hell was I saying?
Yes.
But what I'm getting is also, there's something about family coming up. It's like, I'm just getting this sense where somebody's like, my way or the highway, or they're saying stuff that you're just not agreeing with. And just because somebody says something does not mean it's true.
Yes.
And you do not have to defend yourself. You can just say, okay, and walk away and just do what you want to do anyway.
Yes.
It's about you. And do what pleases and amuses you. You've done it for everybody else. So, and when we're talking about taking care of ourselves, it's a selfless act to take care of oneself.
Absolutely.
So
absolutely.
Go for it.
Yeah. And Anita K says, I never have any dreams. How can I write them down?
Everybody has dreams. If not, we wouldn't go into a REM cycle and we'd all be insane. Yes. So we just don't remember them because we're not supposed to sometimes. But don't be surprised over the next 3 months when all of a sudden you open that door and it's like, oh, we're not in Kansas anymore.
Exactly.
It's all in Technicolor.
Yes. Hello, Aiden. And Aiden says, congrats on 50K, Arthur. That's so impressive. Look at how many people love you. Yes. Yes. Many
people like you that I'm here. Thank you. And Aiden's he's helped me through all this too. So
yes,
he's on that list.
Yes.
Thank you, Aiden.
Absolutely. Okay. I am going to say we're at 33 minutes, so I'm going to say that questions are now closed. I'm going to type that in there. Okay, and then we can get to some of the other ones that are here. Let me see.
I love that you're using the creepy kid cards.
I call
the prediction the creepy kid cards.
You know what? These most of you have heard me talk about Trish James cards. She's been on the channel.
That was a great interview you had.
Oh, loved it. It was fabulous. And the cards are they speak to me. They really do. They're just fabulous. Yeah. Okay. Now Debbie Smith would like to know, And I'm assuming, Debbie, that you mean what happened with, the going in with Israel to bomb Iran. Yeah, she says, was this the thing that made people go WTF?
One of them.
Yes.
There's more to come.
Yes. Yeah, this is absolutely just the start. A lot of the mega people dug their heels in only because of really psychological self-preservation, where they could see things are falling apart. They could see that they had made a mistake. And for some people, after they've been so vocal about something, it is very difficult to say, "Uh-oh, I think I might have been wrong." So rather than say that, or rather than be silent, they dig their heels in and they start, no, 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 I was right. Some of them are coming around. More of them are going to come around, especially when they can see things that are happening to their own family members. That's what's really going to trigger them. Is right. They were okay with rounding up immigrants and taking them out of the country, but not my immigrant mother. I mean, she's worked all her life. She's never done anything wrong. You didn't mean my mother. I voted for you. Yeah, that's exactly when he said immigrants, that's exactly who he was talking about. When he said, no, 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 we're not going to do anything we're not going to take away your Social Security. And so, right. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. So that's where it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. We've got, Jen B. Visionary Gal says, I believe 45 stole the gold from the mint and has it in Mar-a-Lago. Remember the tunnels exposed during the documents found. Well, I believe they're funneling through tunnels to ships. Any thoughts?
I thought it was P. Diddy that had the tunnels between the houses.
Yeah.
Just saying. I'm not sure about that. I'm not really getting a hit yes, no, or anything. I'm just getting silence on this one, so I'm going to pass.
Yeah. Okay. And I'm not sure either. I don't get a sense that it's if there was anything that was taken, I don't think it's in Mar-a-Lago. I think chances are a lot better that it's in Bedminster. Yeah,
I am waiting for the day, though, when all of a sudden, when we see pictures of Mar-a-Lago, there's yellow tape around it because it's a crime scene.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. There you go. Okay. And Debbie Cooper, do you see Dumpty trying to blackmail Iran before firing those bombs?
No.
He didn't know what he was going to do until the minute he did it. Yeah. No, he
might, unfortunately, I feel there was some wrong intel, just like all the WDFs.
Yes.
Or weapons of mass destruction, whatever.
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I'm so used to saying WTF these days. But he kind of knew, but he still went through with it.
Mm-hmm.
History will tell. But no, he didn't talk to Iran before this happened.
No. Nope, not at all. Okay. And Jackie Fraser says, will Newsom be inaugurated in 2028 as the U.S. president?
I'm not sure. I'm getting a possible no on it. He may run, but I don't know if he's going to win.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm kind of getting a sense of no.
But he will have a place in the government.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. He is definitely someone to watch. Whether it's 2028 or later, but 2028 is, I'm for some reason I'm seeing like a group that is running things, like a group of 3 or a group of 5
Mm-hmm.
that because it's when all is said and done, and when the US gets through this, people are really not going to have a whole lot of faith in any one particular place, because yeah, when the shit hits the fan, it's gonna hit Republicans really bad, but it's also going to sweep up some Democrats. So the it's going to be hard for people to put all their faith into one. So I do see a group. What do you see?
I predicted that before. When he falls and all the king's horses and all the king's men could not put him back together again, there'll be a group of people putting back the country.
Yes.
And I feel there's a subgroup right now that's working on everything he's doing to counter it. So when the tide turns, then they can do what they need to do for democracy and the country, not for themselves.
Yes. Yes. Yeah. There you go, Jackie. I hope that helps. Okay. And Dawn says, hey, from Albany, please can you tell me if my spirit team has a message for me? Okay.
If you don't listen to them, they're going to go on strike. Seriously, you're. I keep on feeling like you're working against yourself. When you get that gut feeling of something's not right, the robots yelling "Danger, Will Robinson" while waving a red flag. Pay attention to it. Mm-hmm. And I feel there's something coming around the corner that in the back of your head, there's something that's not right. Follow your gut feeling. Yes.
Absolutely.
That's what you're saying.
Yes, because you are intuitive. You're just trying to think rationally about why you know what you know without knowing what you know or how you know it. Just give that up. Just you can't look at it through logical eyes all the time. And you probably like to, John. I have a feeling that you're one of those people that believe in the show me before I believe it. Just do us a favor. Just believe it. Just go with it. Do it for 2 weeks and see what happens. Yeah,
if not, there's nothing worse than being spiritually bitch slapped. I'm telling you.
Yes. Yes. All right. Jillian says, will my nonverbal son ever talk? Do have to preface that by saying, we're not doctors, we're not lawyers. You do have to seek professional guidance. So, okay, go ahead, Arthur.
The only word I'm hearing right now is he will communicate. Now, I don't know if that's speaking, but there's something about he will communicate is all they said. So I'm just going to go with that. Take it for what it's worth.
Yes, and that's exactly what I heard, is that he does communicate with you now. He will communicate with you more. It may not be through speech. It may be through a different it's just going to be a different form of communication, but you are going to communicate with them. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, absolutely. Okay.
Thanks, Julian.
And Anya says, I would love and appreciate an update from my guides. Apparently, life will be changing soon. Hmm. Hmm.
I don't know if this is going to make sense, but all I'm hearing is do what the doctors tell you. And also, the money will be there, so don't panic. The finances are going to improve. If you're up for some type of change or something like that is coming up, I get a change of people around you too. So I'm not sure if it's private home life or work or whatever it is, but it's like you and a loved one are on your own island and just telling her to F off. So that's, and I don't know why I'm saying follow what your doctor says, but that's what I kept on hearing. So there you go.
Perfect. And what I got was cyclone damage. And that reminded me there's a lot of whirlwind. There's, things happening. And it's like many situations that need your attention, that need you to do something. And whether it's say something or you're just kind of all over the place. Okay. Take a deep breath and relax, because you are going to have a good outcome. So just know that this too shall pass and it will be fine. Yeah. There you go. All right.
Thank you.
Yes. Anya, I hope that was beneficial. Okay. And Viviani. And how did I miss you before? Viviani says, hi, Marina author. May I have a message from Spirit Team that's important to know now, please and thank you. What's important to know now?
Well, the guides often come to me in song. I know I'm weird. Yes. But the song I keep on hearing is slow down, you're moving too fast. Because I'm getting the sense you're like running around like a whirling dervish right now. But you're asking about now. So it's like you're overwhelmed. You're like this little tornado running all over the place. Stop.
Yes.
It's like that old dad joke about the guy that goes into the doctor's office and he's hitting himself in the head with a hammer. The doctor says, why do you do that? He says, because it feels so good when I stop. So stop.
Yes, stop. It's funny that you say about whirlwind, because I got tornado winds, kind of like the last one, except a little different. Is all over the place. Too many things to focus on. So when you have too many things to focus on, just for a little while, choose not to focus on anything and say, okay, nope. Whatever is going to be that important is going to be revealed to me, and that's what I'm going to do. And you're being asked to experiment. You're being asked to try something different. Try something that doesn't feel overly comfortable right now, but you've been thinking about it. So I get that. Just go for it. Go for it.
Can I add one more thing to that? I keep on hearing, it's like, it's time to work smart, not to work hard.
Yes.
And like, I feel there's some things in your world where you can get rid of some stuff you don't really need to worry about.
Exactly.
And it could be people too.
Yes. It certainly could. Thank you. And Miss DJ says, please pick a card to give me some guidance. Miss DJ, guidance in what area?
I don't really pull cards. You know that. Divorce yourself from the past. Move forward. That's the Lenormand deck.
Perfect. Okay. Ms. DJ, I get controlled puppet. So you're letting someone else dictate what you're going to do. You don't like it. Well, you know what? They're going to keep on doing it. Okay. Apparently somebody didn't like that. So they're going to keep on doing that until you very firmly say no. Absolutely not. So that's what you need to do. Yeah.
When you said control puppet, you know what the image I got was?
What?
Remember in Chitty Chitty Bang Bang? Where she was the puppet? Yeah. Anyway.
Yes.
But she broke free. So that's kind of what I'm saying here.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It'll stop when you tell it. When you tell the situation, no, I'm not doing it. That's when it'll stop. Okay. And at my wit's end says, why is the orange saying here is a ceasefire between Iran and Israel when Iran just stated there is no ceasefire? Because he lies.
Because he feels if he says it, it'll be true.
Yes. Yes, exactly. I had this conversation with my son earlier when we discussed the ceasefire. And I said, yeah, but Iran said, no, he called it. He called it. So if he said it, then it must be so. And that's in Trump's mind, that's how it works.
It's a bigly parade. Everybody's going to show up.
There was over 250,000 people that were at his parade. Didn't you see them all? They were all there.
And someone said they didn't dream. Well, this man does.
Yes. Yeah, he's dreaming
in his
for
own
you.
mind.
Yes. Yeah. So no, he can say it. They may be negotiating a ceasefire, but until I hear it from the parties involved, from Iran and from Israel, coming out together and saying, yes, there is a ceasefire, don't believe him. So hope that helps. Okay. Chris Kelly says, for the past couple weeks, I'm randomly seeing 1111 and 111. It's never happened before. Am I finally on the right path? Yes, absolutely.
If you have to ask the question, you already know the answer, sweetheart.
Yes.
Those are angel numbers. Those
Yes.
are the ones saying you're on the right path. And wait till you start seeing 444, 555, and
Yes.
all the other stuff.
Exactly.
Congratulations. This means your third eye is opening.
Uh-huh. Totally. Good for you. Good
Welcome
for
to
you.
our world.
Yes. And every time you see those repetitive numbers, stop and say thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And you'll see that they'll come in more often. Yeah. And
it's gratitude.
Exactly. Yeah. And this Vivian says, hi, Marina and Arthur. Hoping for messages from my SG. Feeling lost. Oh, thank you. Feeling lost the past few years and wishing for some advice. Thank you.
Remember what I just said before to the other about divorce yourself from the past and move forward? Aisle 5 is cleaned up. You don't have to go back there.
Yes.
And you drive a car looking forward. You don't drive it looking through the rearview mirror or you'll crash. So what they're trying to say is it's time to move forward. Let the past be the past. And just like this whole evening has been about take time to love yourself. Loving yourself is not pampering. Loving yourself is a whole different thing. Just healing yourself and being away from the toxicity of others.
Exactly.
And you know who those people are. It's like, point to the dolly, show us where the man touched you. that kind of stuff. It's just you have to walk away from it.
Yeah, exactly. And think, Vivian, think about it in terms of, if you're feeling a little lost, it's yes, it's because you're not looking forward. You're kind of reliving the same thing over and over and over again, and telling yourself that, yeah, I'm feeling lost. So you will be lost when you change your mindset and say, there are so many things for me to look forward to. I've got all kinds of exciting things happening in my life, and you'll see they will. You were going to say something?
I was just going to say, if you go through like, I'm lost, you're going to be lost.
Yes. Yeah.
No, I'm found.
Exactly.
Because up until now, that light at the end of the tunnel you've always thought was, with that mindset, it's going to be a truck.
Yes.
It's
Yeah,
the headlights
absolutely.
of a truck. But this time around, it's actually the end of the tunnel.
Yes.
Okay.
There you go. Hope that's helpful. Okay. Channel B says, hi, I had a finalist interview for a CFO job last Tuesday. Will I get the job offer?
I'm going to work backwards. I see that you are in a new position in October, so I will say yes. Because if it's not this job, it'll be another job, but you're working at the level you want to be working at in October, so that's how they're showing it to me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I got classified knowledge. So yeah, there's something that you're going to be working on, that you're going to have to examine very carefully. So if they do offer the position to you, please go through the offer with a fine-tooth comb and make sure that it specifies exactly what was discussed in the interviews, so that there isn't anything that could come, around, that could come back to haunt you, because you don't want to be doing this again. So there you go. And
also, I'm sorry, don't interrupt, but we are going into Mercury retrograde July 17th to August 11th. So in that time, do not sign a contract if possible.
yes, absolutely. And hold on, just quickly want to say again, thank you to Julie Mortensen. That is very kind of you. Thank you very much. And Audrey Robin, thank you very much. And who was it? Paper Cuts. Thank you very much. That is, you guys you're generous. You really truly are. And that means a lot. It really does. All righty. And Julian Newell, how are the Trump supporters feeling about everything that is going on with Trump and Iran?
That's what we spoke about earlier. They're like,
yeah,
but Daddy, you lied to us. What do you mean there's no Santa Claus?
Yeah, exactly. That's no. It's okay to tell my brother that there is no Santa Claus, but I still believe. Yeah, they're not handling it well, but they will come around. Okay. And Chanel B says, oh, we just did. Okay. So I posted that twice. And Los Angeles says, what are the chances I will be in a loving relationship before the year ends?
That's a loaded question. Because it's all about loving yourself first.
Yeah.
So as long as, in fact, on my YouTube channel, I have a little playlist called Timeless Tools for Fast Results. And this is for everyone. Yes. There's a new one I put up kind of new, is How to Love Yourself. And it's basically healing the inner child. And once we start loving ourselves that way, we raise our vibration, we gain clarity, and become invisible to the Jerry Springer people. So we're seeing things the way they are, and then the right people can start showing up. So work on you, Los Angeles. And it's so weird because that's where I live. Work on you and love yourself, and know that you complete yourself. No one's going to complete you. The person in front of you, they complete themselves. And then two of you find each other and complement, or put in front of each other and complement each other.
Yes.
Now, I believe, when will it happen? Start the work.
Yeah.
And when it's right, it's right. Okay? It's in God's time, or universal source time, not ours. He doesn't get my messages, believe me.
Yeah.
Or memos. But no, I'm serious.
Yes.
I'm serious. If it gives you any, I'm seeing you in a relationship, not just a friendship, in April, and it's already been established. But the problem is, up until now, you're like a hungry person, and a ham sandwich walks in.
Yes.
You have to be more discerning.
Yes. Absolutely. So this, the key message is you need to see yourself as a whole person. I am a whole person. I'm happy exactly where I am this moment in time. My life is abundant. I'm just happy. Live, enjoy every single day. That's when your energetic match is going to show up. Because if you're craving that loving relationship, if you're wanting that loving relationship, then the universe is going to send you every single opportunity it can so that you can feel what it is like to want. So, yeah, love yourself first.
As Jen B says, I hold my stomach and say, Jeannie, I am loving you. I am loving you, Jeannie.
Yes.
That's all. That's the exercise.
Yes.
Your hands on your tummy, gets the attention of the inner child, says, what do you want? It's like, I'm loving you.
Yes.
Who can't do that?
Yep, absolutely. And you'll see things improve once you're happy.
You gain clarity.
Yes, exactly. And you know what you will and will not tolerate, what it is that you're looking for. And yeah, it's going to cut out all the Jerry Springer people. You know, the guy who says, "Oh my God, I'm so in love with you. I want to marry you. I'm looking to start a business." So, you know, no.
Hey, when I come into this great business deal, look,
Yeah.
I'm still waiting for the prince from Saudi Arabia to,
Yes.
send me money. So
Yes. Yeah. Exactly. And maybe relevant. Hello, that's an interesting name. Says, hello, Arthur. And I know you met Marina. My son has been estranged from our family. Do you see him coming back to us? And if so, when?
Again, when we try and put time frames on it of how, when, we're constricting the universe that it has to be this way. We are finite. The universe is infinite and can bring stuff in you have no, it's not even your wavelength or mindset. In the end of the day, I'm getting a yes, but don't keep on looking at the door every time the bell rings. Just go along with your life and know when it's right, it's right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep. And you can energetically, you can communicate with your spirit, can communicate with his spirit. And the message should be, I love you. I accept you. I'm here for you. That's it. No, you know, you want to be very open to that coming in. And you want to surround him with all kinds of good vibrations, not, well, I hope that, he'll come back and it'll give us a chance to discuss the situation that happened 14 years ago. Forget that.
Give yourself the closure now.
Yeah.
Because you're going to talk when he shows up. If you have that question to answer, you're never going to hear the answers you want.
No.
So just let go of that.
Exactly.
And send him in love and light.
Yep. And that's the best way to do it. That's sometimes the only way to do it. So, okay. Where am I? I hope I didn't miss anything. Okay. So, you guys, if your question didn't get answered, believe me, it's nothing personal. They were kind of, chosen from here and there. So there'll be other opportunities that you can ask. And if it's something that is pressing, consider booking a reading. You'll get a lot more information.
Mm-hmm.
And it'll be not only more information, but it's a little more guidance, because sometimes it's difficult. You don't want us talking about something very personal that we might see on here, because it isn't everyone's business.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So yeah, consider that if you're really looking for clarity.
And also, if it helps, Val at Dragonfly Crystals and I once a month are doing a Zoom event.
Nice.
Where 10 people for an hour.
Yes.
And so you go to dragonflycrystals.store and all the information's there. Or I posted it in my post too as well.
Yes.
And because some people say, I can't afford you and stuff like that. So that helps.
Yes.
But then again, I'm sure you do this too. I get stuff. I'll just call the person, say, what's your question? And just give a homeless person $1 or do something. Just donate somewhere. I've done that often. You just can't take.
Yeah. Every situation is unique. But
when we're doing readings and all of a sudden, we start talking about really vulnerable personal stuff.
Yes.
Yeah. That even though we're sitting here, a lot of times we see this, but we can't say it. It's not fair to you.
Exactly. And especially it's nobody else's business.
No.
So, no. There you go. Well, thank you. Thank you.
Maybe relevant.
One of you.
Maybe relevant. Remind yourself you are relevant.
Yes. Absolutely. You matter. Mm-hmm. And thank you, Ms. DJ. And love you too.
We do.
Yeah, this show has been a blessing. Thank you. I'm glad.
And everybody here is a blessing as well. So thank you.
Yes. Yeah.
Sheshe. Ni.
Perfect. Well, Arthur, thank you. Thank you so much for doing this with me. I had a good time.
I did too. We'll do this again.
Absolutely, we will. Absolutely. So you guys, please go over to Arthur's channel. Make sure that you listen to some of the meditations and whatnot. They're absolutely fabulous. So you get as much, put as many tools in your tool chest as you can.
Yes, exactly. I always say that we never have enough tools in our toolbox to love ourselves.
That's right. Yeah, exactly. So thank you for being here. I hope that we'll see you next time. Don't forget, you can always check with us. Make sure that you like, share, and subscribe, and hit the little bell button. That way, you'll get notified when we do this again.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Perfect. Thank you for being here.
Thank you, everyone.
Arthur, it's a joy.
pleasure mine here too.
All
Love
right.
you all.
Love you all. Bye for now.